out more on the liver. If you didn't come to our detox presentation Tuesday night, well, this is just a brief overview of what we went over on Tuesday night. But if you were at the detox presentation, or if you're just interested in detoxing in general, our detox challenge starts January 3rd, but the deadline to get in and order your detox kit is this Saturday, December 17th. So if you have any questions about that, you want the link, or you're just a little bit unsure, DM us or comment below on this video. We'll get you in, or we'll get those questions answered for you. Again, Saturday is your last day, so get in there before Saturday. If you are new to our communities, though, we just want to introduce ourselves first, and then we'll get right into all about the liver and symptoms and health and what it does, what it doesn't do, etc. So I am Casey Kephards. I'm the founder of the Feel Good Formula, and I am a functional medicine nutritionist. I work with women with all different types of autoimmune diseases to get you back to the activities you love to do, trash your symptoms through diet and lifestyle. And I live in St. Petersburg, Florida, where there is a major storm right now. So I'm sorry if my internet goes out. Jessica?
Oh, I'm like in the background. It looks like I can see the ocean and there's a bunch of sunshine. Like that's what it looks like.
The ocean.
I'm like, it looks like the ocean. I'm like, what am I looking at? The side of a building?
It's a house.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I was just thinking you're like living large, my friend. It looked beautiful. And yeah, you can't see any storm, so that's cool.
It's calming down right now, thankfully. So we'll see how this works.
Awesome. Well, I'm Jessica Melnick. I'm a registered holistic nutritionist, the founder of the Anti-Arthritis Method, and the host of Happy Joints Arthritis Solutions Group. I help both women and men with various forms of arthritis get back to living life the way they choose to, not the way they have to. And I live in Saskatchewan, Canada, in the beautiful city of Saskatoon, where it's really cold for a good chunk of the year. And currently it's, I'd say, medium cold, medium low cold as far as our winter goes. It's about minus 15 Celsius, which for us is not bad. And the sun actually came out today, so I am enjoying that. It's nice for a change. So
the sun makes a world of difference.
Oh, absolutely. Even if it's only out for like 7 hours at this time of year, it still makes a huge difference. So yes, I am very much enjoying that today. It just confuses Rocky, my cat, because when the sun is shining inside and he gets like a sunbeam that he sits in, he is confused and he thinks that it's nice outside. So then he like yells at me to go outside. But I try to explain to him it's much, much different out there. It's way too cold for him to go outside. But
poor
yes,
guy.
Open the door for him to get like a little taste of the cold air, and then he's like, oh, okay. Don't totally understand how this works, but I'm not going out there. So
what a guy. Yes. Gustav has had his Christmas scarf on, if you want to see it, if everybody wants to see it. Ooh. Let's see. Look at that Christmas scarf.
He is so adorable. Oh, I just can't even. I love how he just drapes himself over your workstation.
I know. All right. Enough about our cats now.
We love our cats.
About the liver. So how can clearing the toxins out of your liver help with your arthritis, your autoimmune disease, or any chronic illness, or even not a chronic illness, just your day-to-day life? We can all use a clearing out of the toxins in our liver. So first and foremost, we all know what our liver is, right? We've known it since second grade, but what does it do for us? So it's our largest gland, and its main functions are in metabolism and the regulation of blood purification and bile production, which bile is needed for the digestion of fats. And if not enough, it puts a strain on our pancreas, and we need to provide more digestive enzymes for it. So the other day on Tuesday, we had a lady in our presentation say that she had her gallbladder removed, and how that kind of affects things with the liver. And if your gallbladder is removed, you're not producing enough bile. for digesting fats. So we told her that it might be a good option to look into a digestive enzyme. There's certain types of digestive enzymes for having your gallbladder removed that will work better than others. But what the point is, we need bile to digest our fats, and the liver helps in that, but the gallbladder is the main form of bile production. Okay, so our liver is also, sorry, I'm sick and having trouble with words today, so just bear with me again. The liver is our main filtering organ, and the overconsumption or ingestion of fats and toxins, it impairs its metabolic functions, just meaning makes it a little slower. It builds up a little bit more in the liver. Sometimes if you have an overaccumulation of fats, you can rush to the bathroom and your body's like, nope, get this out of me, or you have a bubbly stomach, or there's a lot of other symptoms that can happen. I think I froze.
Oh, I can hear you perfectly fine. Yes, you did freeze, but I'll take on.
Can you?
I will continue. Yeah, you're good now, I think. Your internet has just really been fighting with you lately. All right, hopefully the storm won't totally derail us, but that's okay. We'll do what we can. So other reasons why our liver may be overburdened and or have a bit of a toxic overload that it's not able to keep up with is an overindulgence in fatty foods, starches like refined carbohydrates, junk food, overconsumption of alcohol, and sometimes of viral hepatitis, which you can get that affects your liver. Something totally different than obviously what we're consuming. So we do have a lot of control over the foods that we are consuming. So things like, obviously fast food, high in both refined starches and unhealthy fats. We don't want that. We know this is the time of year. There's a lot of holiday parties and cheer going on. Sometimes there's overconsumption of alcohol and our liver is going to need a little extra help. So hence why we're having our detox challenge right at the beginning of the new year to kind of help flush all those things out. We can also have an overburdened liver from being in a toxic home. So if you live in a place where it's not uncommon to get mold in your home, that is a toxin that can really add stress to your body. Heavy metals, like having lead paint on the walls, if you have a really an older home. You can also be genetically predisposed to have lower liver function. So if you have gene SNPs for liver function, you are more predisposed to have trouble with a fully functioning liver. And also, of course, just not having a focus on eating well and supporting your liver in general throughout the year. So we'll talk a little bit more what you can do in that as we go along.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What are symptoms of a sluggish liver? So what might you be feeling if you do have a sluggish liver? So feeling sluggish, feeling fatigue, tiredness, more consistently than usual, kind of without a reasoning to. Like sometimes we can say, I only got 5 hours of sleep, I'm tired today. This is more of a daily, gosh, I just can't catch up. I'm just so tired. White or yellow coating on the tongue and or bad breath. Weight gain, especially around the abdomen. Cravings and or blood sugar issues, headaches, poor digestion, feeling nauseous after fatty meals, mineral deficiencies. For me, multiple chemical sensitivities is a big one, just meaning any kind of smells, whether that's a candle or perfume or an air freshener cologne, gives me watery eyes, headaches, itchy ears. So you want to look out if you have that, you probably have an overtoxic liver as well. Yeah. And I've been working on my liver since every day since January, which has definitely helped with my multiple chemical sensitivities. I barely get it anymore, at least to the degree that it was before, where I would be down for the count for the day. Now it's just, oh, that smells and it's affecting me. I need to get out of this room now. But how I've been working on my my liver is through supplements, but also the foods I eat. And I also do coffee enemas every day. So I know I've talked about coffee enemas before, but it's a super effective and efficient way to clear the liver toxins out of you in a non-harsh way, I guess you could say. A coffee enema sounds very harsh, but it is not. And I truly love doing them. And I have noticed so much improvement, one in my multiple chemical sensitivities, but also in just the bloating and my autoimmune disease in general. I just feel more energy. I feel more light. I feel less brain fog. So it's been amazing working on my liver since January, and I would highly recommend it. And I am up for all the questions about it if anybody has any questions about it.
And how are you feeling now after working on your liver, Casey? Like, what are some symptoms that you're not seeing anymore?
Yeah. Well, like I said, the bloating, I'm not feeling anymore. The brain fog and the gas, my sensitivities have gone down as well, so I can eat more foods. And yeah, off the top of my head, that's what I can think of. I know there's more, but it's just been incredible, actually.
Amazing.
And when you have a liver problem, you have a gut problem. A gut problem is a liver problem. So you want to make sure that you're working on both, which will definitely improve your healing journey in general.
Yeah. So some things that we recommend for just, taking care of our liver in general, and, not even necessarily detoxing, but just things that we can do to reduce our toxic load on our liver and make it work more efficiently, is removing the toxic items from our household and our environment if possible. So obviously there's things that we can't control, but the things that we can control are, what kind of cleaning products do we use in our home? What kind of personal care products do we use on our body, on our hair? These are all things that can have a lot of toxins in them. So we can reduce our toxic load by using more natural and environmentally friendly products to clean our homes, whether it's dish soap, dishwasher, detergent, our laundry soap, lotions, makeup, hair care, all those things. Switching over to more naturally based products can really go a long way. One other thing too, and I always tell my clients this, they're just naturally detoxifying their bodies by the diet that, we are using. So one of the most, I would say, naturally detoxifying foods out there are things like leafy greens. So beet greens, collard greens, bok choy, kale, like all the leafy greens that we can get, cruciferous vegetables like the broccoli, cauliflower, cabbages. It's like amazing foods to help your body detoxify. Herbs like cilantro, lemons, limes. So those two citrus fruits are great for stimulating the liver. Ginger and garlic. So all of these things are just naturally helping your body detoxify. So upping your consumption of those foods can really go a long way. Also, of course, making sure you're getting enough fiber in your diet. And if you're eating plenty of vegetables, you're going to have a lot of fiber in your diet. So you want to make sure that you're getting a huge array of vegetables in your diet so that you can have a lot of good, healthy fiber. And some fruit, of course, too, is really important. And also there's different supplements that you can use to help detoxify your body and to support your liver. So things like charcoal pills, milk thistle, aloe, marshmallow root, glutamine, burdock root, barberry, peppermint leaf, probiotics. So a whole bunch of different supplements can be really, really helpful. But I would recommend talking to, your health practitioner about which ones would be most suitable for you, especially if you are taking other medications. And lastly, of course, Casey and I are hosting a 7-day detox challenge starting on January the 3rd that we would love for you to join. If you would love to kind of wipe the slate clean after the holidays and just start the year off feeling much more energetic and lighter and just healthier in general, we would love for you guys to join us on our challenge. But if this is something you're interested in, you need to get on this quickly because we have a deadline of this Saturday, which is December 17th, to order your detox supplement kit. It is roughly about $45 US or about $63 Canadian. It's a kit with 3 different products that are going to help you with both phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification processes. So we're doing this safely, we're doing it properly, so that you're not experiencing, really unpleasant symptoms like some of the other detoxes that you may have heard of, where you are either not eating and you're starving and you're cold, or you're running to the